desiccate bag for their air compressor, which they'll know what you're talking about if you ask them. It collects the moisture in the tank. If they don't have one, do not use it. Usually gas stations that are older, they don't do that. So you want to find a good, reputable gas station that's newer. Usually the newer built ones, it's built into their compressors they have. And that pulls the moisture out of the air that goes into your tire. Otherwise, you have a chance of putting water in your tire, which could freeze inside your tire, causing a blowout. So.
Now, I recently bought new tires for my truck, and I know that where I went and bought my new tires at, if you take your car back to the place where you bought the tires, a lot of the times they'll check your air pressure and top off your air for you for free. I know that they do where I get mine at.
Oh, that's correct. A lot of shops do that. That's right.
Yeah, so that's probably your best bet. If they're the ones that put it on there and they warranty and guarantee it, go back where you got them and just have them check your air pressure every so often, maybe every once a month. Have them do it for you and get it topped off.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now's the time you do not want to be stranded on the road. This cold weather that we're having. You have a blowout. You think it's hard changing a tire? It's even harder when you can't feel your fingers changing a tire.
I got a quick question. Nitrogen or air?
I would have to say air. Nitrogen is, it's kind of, it's more of a gimmick, So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I just had heard it, and I didn't really know the significance, and so I figured I'd ask.
Didn't they say, sorry for interrupting, Dan, but wasn't the gimmick on that it would make your fuel mileage higher or some crap like that? Because nitrogen is lighter than air.
That's crazy. Well, hey, Cassandra, thanks for calling. Stand on the line, and we'll get your information. Send you out some cool swag from Radio Oklahoma Network or, Cruise Control, or maybe I'll give you a sticky pad so you can write yourself a note. I don't know. But we're going to we'll definitely do that. We're going to take a break here, pay some bills.
Maybe
and we'll come back and do some more of this silly stuff right here on Cruise Control, the Radio Oklahoma Network.
Cattle producers, there's no need to take chances on poor performance with your stockers on wheat pasture. Try Sweet Licks Rumensin blocks today. These convenient blocks deliver Rumensin for growth promotion and high-quality nutrition all in one package. For just pennies per head per day, stockers with the Rumensin Advantage can achieve 20 pounds or more per head of additional selling weight during a 100-day grazing period. Where else can you get that kind of return on investment? Stop in to see your nearest Sweet Licks supplier today. Always read and follow label directions.
Build resistance, resilience, and recovery into your agriculture operation with the No-Till on the Plains AIM Symposium presented by Green Cover Seed. Thursday, January 26th in Salina, Kansas, Odette Menard, Jay Fuhr, and Brian McCornack will discuss building a healthy system while managing for changing weather, disease pressure, pest invasion, and market fluctuations. Come early for the 21st Annual No-Till on the Plains Winter Conference. That's January 24th and 25th. Early bird pricing extended through December. Register now at notill.org.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm going to keep ticking. But no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times, when we were more active and ate more healthy foods, and you checked on me every once in a while? Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave. But unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
minutes before the hour.
Good evening, OKC.
Yes, 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes left of the hour, and it's been a pretty eventful evening, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. You tell me, Rennick.
Anyone?
I would definitely say it was pretty eventful. I had sat here speaking during the commercial break of something else that I did not mention about winterizing your car. If you have not flushed your radiator or heater core in a very long time, now is the time to do that. Usually when you are using your heater at this time of year is usually when it goes out. And you will know that by the dumping of antifreeze inside the cab of your car, usually in the floorboard, on the passenger side, on their feet. It causes a third-degree burn. So that's an 8-hour job to change that. Usually you do not want that to happen, especially in this weather. Nobody likes a car that has no heat. And that's something that you would want to do as well, and I forgot to mention that to our viewers. So if you've not flushed your radiator and heater core, that's something that you would definitely want to do.
So how exactly do you go about flushing a radiator and a heater core, and how often should you do that?
Flushing the heater core and radiator, I would do that every 2-3 years, maybe. It depends actually on the person. If you're getting regular tap water and putting it in your radiator with your radiator fluid, with your antifreeze, you are definitely going to have to do it more often. There's a reason why you use distilled water, and the reason is because usually radiator is made of copper. Well, that copper reacts with the minerals in our water here in Oklahoma, and it causes a buildup of calcium. Now, in order to descale that or flush your radiator, as you would say, you would put it on a hydrazine layup, which a hydrazine is basically that radiator flush that we buy at Walmart or at the auto parts store. And what that does is it descales or breaks down the calcium that is built up in your radiator over time from the minerals in the water.
So what you're saying is no CRL?
CRL.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't use that, or you'll mess up your car, because you have to realize it goes through other things as well, like your engine block, which that acid causes rust.
Oh,
so
that's not good.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So, and in order to do your heater core, when you put the flush inside your radiator, as you would to put your antifreeze in, it's the same. You put it through the same you take out your cap, you pour it in, you turn on your car, and you let it run through the system. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, well, I can't fit it all in there. You might have to drain a little bit of your radiator fluid out. More than likely, not. You kind of turn on the car and pour it in as it goes, as it cycles. Now, in order to get it through your heater core, all you do is you turn on your heater. What that does is open up the check valves where the hot water that goes through your heater core that helps create the hot air, where the blower fan pulls the hot air from into the cab of your car. It'll shoot it through that system, through the coils, and it will circulate back into your radiator. You run your heater for about 10 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on however long you want to run it. And after that's done, you drain your radiator. Now, when you drain your radiator, you want to keep your heater on in the on position. Turn your car off, let it drain out. Don't keep it on and let it drain out, because then you don't have any water in your car to keep it cool. So you'll overheat your engine, which will cause your thermostat to open, and it will be no good.
That's a lot of great information. Stand by right there. We'll pick right back up when we come back from this short break. You guys are listening to Cruise Control right here on Radio Oklahoma Network.
Before I left my nursery, left alone with Big Fat Fanny, she was such a naughty, natty, heavy woman.
Cattle producers, there's no need to take chances on poor performance with your stockers on wheat pasture. Try Sweet Licks Rumensin blocks today. These convenient blocks deliver Rumensin for growth promotion and high-quality nutrition all in one package. For just pennies per head per day, stockers with the Rumensin advantage can achieve 20 pounds or more per head of additional selling weight during a 100-day grazing period. Where else can you get that kind of return on investment? Stop in to see your nearest Sweet Licks supplier today. Always read and follow label directions.
Build resistance, resilience, and recovery into your agriculture operation with the No-Till on the Plains AIM Symposium presented by Green Cover Seed. Thursday, January 26th in Salina, Kansas. Odette Menard, Jay Fuhr, and Brian McCornack will discuss building a healthy system while managing for changing weather, disease pressure, pest invasion, and market fluctuations. Come early for the 21st Annual No-Till on the Plains Winter Conference. That's January 24th and 25th. Early bird pricing extended through December. Register now at notill.org.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm gonna keep ticking, but no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times, when we were more active and ate more healthy foods, and you checked on me every once in a while? Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave. But unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
All right, we're back. We were talking with Rennick about flushing your radiator and your heater core, and he was wrapping that up.
Sirree.
Yes. Okay, where were we? So after you had flushed it, we were talking about draining all of the flushing chemicals out of the radiator. Now, in order to do that, we had talked about leaving the heater in the on position in your car, and then what that does is it leaves the check valves open into your heater core to where you can circulate the water all the way out of the water system in your vehicle. So after you do that, after you've shut off your car and you're ready to drain the contents of your radiator and heater core, you will pull the plug at the bottom of your radiator and stick a garden hose at the top and push it out through the system, pushing the water all the way through the system. A lot of times there will be calcium buildup inside the water jackets, basically, is what it is, like the housing of where the water is. And so these chunks of calcium will get stuck. So that plug, you want to take it all the way out the bottom of your radiator. Usually there's just like a little a valve you can open. It's called a pitcock valve. Mm-hmm. So just all you have to do is unscrew it, flush it all the way out until the water is clear and all those chunks have come out of that hole at the bottom of your radiator.
Then you refill it, right?
Right. Then you reinsert the plug, make sure that the pitcock valve is closed, and then follow the instructions on the back of your antifreeze containers. It'll tell you usually, also in your manual of your vehicle, how much.
Hey, thanks a lot. That's great. That's a lot of information, but we are absolutely out of time for tonight.
Yes, we are. Like, we have 10 seconds to close out.
Hey, thanks for joining us here on Cruise Control. We hope to see you again next week.
With me, Mike.
And Dan.